Joined now by Tina Griffin, the counterculture mom. Tina, thanks for joining us this week.
Hey, what's going on? We're in the purple mood, I guess.
That's right. That's all right. And we are getting ready for June, which is Pride Month. Are you about to go from being arrogant to being pride? And isn't there something biblical about that? So I remember reading something about pride goeth before a fall, and pride is the number one of the 7 deadly sins. I mean, is it a commentary on our culture that pride now has become a glorification?
Yeah, it's about it. And as you're saying that, Dr. Duke, I'm like prideful to be an American. I'm proud that I'm a born again believer in Jesus. I'm proud I have 4 children. I'm still married. I mean, let's just turn the pride into our side.
You need to make a flag for each of those things. Right?
I'm going to do, and a t-shirt line. I thought about a t-shirt line.
Yep,
Absolutely.
yep. And
proud to be saved, and living for the Lord, and just put it over a big honking rainbow on a t-shirt.
Well, we do have Pride Month coming up, and so we've got some goofy stories. Corporate America, for lack of a better word, whoring themselves out to pride and the LGBTQ. We've got Blue's Clues, that happy little dog who should not be paying any attention to sex at all. That little dog who just needs to be a funny little dog is now engaging in the alphabet song, which includes P for pride. Let's take a look at the video and you can comment on it.
M is so magical.
N's a nice neighbor nearby.
O is outstanding, one of a kind.
And P is full of pride.
Now get ready for an alphabetic ride. Every single letter is unique. And don't forget,
we need all these different sounds to make our alphabet.
So how do you like the alphabet song?
It's very cheesy. All I can think of when I watch this type of indoctrination, which is really what it is, it's stupid sounding, and you can easily tell how the enemy is trying to weave something that is absolutely not the way we should be living our lives into something glamorous. And it just looks really cheesy. It's like they're trying to push this so hard on little kids that they're desperate. That's how it comes across for me personally. What's very disturbing, Dr. Duke, is that LGBTQ plus XYZ and all the rest that's coming out in June. They're pushing it on very young kids. And it's not just now with TV commercials and the different TV cartoons, but it's coming out and products they use, toys they play with, celebrities they watch, clothing they wear, and now stuff they eat. It's getting to be ridiculous. It just says desperation to me.
Yeah, and what it also says to me is out of control capitalism, in the sense that the idea they're doing this because they love people. They're doing this to make money. They found a new market. They realize that market, for how much attention it gets, is insufficiently served, right? And they're going to find all the products in the world to make it happen. Move from that, speaking of product placement, to the next one we've got here. The kids game Uno now has decided they're going to have a pride version of the game. So Uno Pride. And by the way, I want that to be my pronoun, Uno. Stay away from me with all of your multiple gender nonsense. I am Uno. I am one sex. I am one biology. I am one gender. Go Uno yourself is my response.
Hey, that's great. That's another t-shirt phrase, Dr. Duke.
Yeah.
We got to write these babies down before we start to forget. Yes, Mattel has collaborated with, quote, It Gets Better Project, end quote, an organization dedicated to supporting the world's LGBTQ youth to create a new Play With Pride Uno deck. Target is a main store selling this crap. To me, AKA, it means play with a sinful lifestyle and make it look acceptable in today's backwards culture. Here's what's nuts. They're giving $50,000 away toward the It Gets Better project. It doesn't get better. That's the reality. Kids, suicide skyrockets with the rate of people trying to live this lifestyle as young people, and here's why. It's not because they're bullied. It might happen every now and then. It's mostly because they're suicidal, depressed, eating disorders, all of it, because they're trying to live a lifestyle and try to fit into the trending news of the day in pop culture that they don't fit into because it's not natural and normal. That's why the suicide rate is skyrocketing among these kids trying to live a lifestyle that doesn't match up with who God made them to be.
Well, I'll go back to that picture, Mike. Take a look at it. There's nothing about the Uno cards that would say homosexuality. There's not even rainbows there, other than the one in the middle. There's not really anything there that you look at those cards, you see gay. So this reminds me a couple of years ago when the green was the fad, not gay. Everything had to be green. So you had these cleaners, right, that were exactly like Windex, only one said it was green. right? Same ingredients. How the venal advertisers were putting the word green on everything. Now they're putting the word gay on everything because that's where we are culturally.
And you know what? If people want to be unique and not be like everybody else, don't follow the current pop culture trends. Do the right thing. Let your kids grow up in a crazy culture, being the warriors that God intended them to be, and teach them what's going on. Now, this last story, I don't know if you're ready to roll with that one.
Yeah, and Kellogg's, right? Cereal has to get involved.
It's one thing after another. Now, it's bad enough that you're promoting a cereal, which actually this Kellogg's is a brand new cereal coming out for the Pride Month to celebrate all that business, the lies and deception. It's called Together with Pride. It's a berry flavored cereal that features rainbow hearts dusted with edible glitter. Oh, that's something that I want to throw in my kid's gut.
Edible glitter.
Edible glitter. It just sounds like ER visit. I don't know. But it has a delicious combination of all the best cereals, including Fruit Loops, Corn Flakes, Frosted Mini Wheats, Raisin Bran, Rice Krispies, and Frosted Flakes. So you throw it in one box. Not only are you going to have hell with your children that day because they're going to be bouncing off the walls and not listening to you, we are now trying to push a build your own pronoun on the side of the box. That's what's crazy. Poisons, and now top it off, side of the box, there's a list of pronouns, including some blanks to go ahead and make up your own. Like, we want kids to be high on sugar and creating their own pronouns first thing in the morning.
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, here we have it. So you've made the most unhealthy of the Kellogg's breakfast cereals, the one that you sell to gay kids. So there you go. We see how much you think about gays. And then the whole make your own pronoun thing, right? Use your own letter. I want to know what K stands for in Special K. How can we gay that up? Special K, what does that say that K stands for?
Well, what I'm thinking too is let's clog their brain with a bunch of toxins for the first 15 years, so they can't even figure out who they actually were created to be, and they don't know who they are, and they're constantly changing their pronouns. We got enough chaos. Even 20 years ago, when we didn't have this garbage out in our culture today, our kids had enough chaos to deal with. I mean, I was back in the farm, baling hay, picking rocks, and trying to figure out what else was to do with my life, not figure out what kind of sex I should be. Let's pick out one of the 71 options today.
Well, I'm glad Tony the Tiger there is not sporting a thong or assless chaps. I'm happy for that.
Don't say that.
I just
They
did.
might be doing that for the theme month of July. I have actually met Tony the Tiger.
Did you? He's dead now.
Oh, I did. He's amazing guy. And back then he had his head on straight. Download our Counterculture Mom app, you guys. That's key. Make sure you click on premium. That's where we're blasting out truth every day. We're back in Facebook jail 30 more days for saying the truth and exposing the Facebook fact checkers. So get our app, download it, Counterculture Mom. Our team is pumping out a ton of stuff every single day. These 3 alerts were in there along with like 20 others in the last week. Click on premium. And guys, go to my Instagram because I'm on an 84 citywide tour around the country this summer. It's a Rise World. We are talking about all these subjects and how to gain back the freedoms that we need to keep in America. So check out that on our Instagram, Counterculture Mom. Dr. Duke, you rock. I can't wait to see you here sooner than later on tour.